because it's been so long since I've seen my F-Type. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video, welcome back to Two Tools Drive. I'm still at Wraptor Customs, and actually this time we're talking about modifications and changes or enhancements that you can do to your F-Type. No secret, I've talked about it multiple times on the channel before. I like the way my Jaguar F-Type looks, but I've had it for 3 years, nearly 4, and I quite fancy changing the look or the style of the car. So, with this F-Type behind us, this is nicknamed the Green Machine. It's got a load of added modifications that they've done here at Wraptor Customs. And I'm basically going to go through each modification that you can do if you bought your F-Type here today, what you can get done to your F-Type and what sort of the key parts and stuff like that. Because I've always teased about doing some things and making some changes. So, let's go through what they are. Okay, front nose is the easiest thing that I think you should be looking at changing. And that's this, adding the grille, which is the Project 7 grille. You can add this, am I right in thinking, to any F-Type up to the 2020 shape?
That's
so
correct.
Before the facelift.
Yeah.
So from 2013, 2020, I could get this put onto my car.
Yeah, well you got a V6, an R, an SVR, up to 2020, that grille will fit.
Ace. So yeah, that'll be the first thing. Obviously that gets rid of the middle bar, so where you put your number plate, it is on the nose here, but we're just keeping this hidden. I mean, you could still probably put it on there just as a standalone, or you could, not encouraging it, but there are people I've heard that maybe don't put a plate on at all, but that's up to you. Right, the next thing that I would change personally, if you don't already have them, is the colour of your brakes. It just makes the car stand out, I think, and I've seen a few where this car here is not the carbon ceramics, so this is just brakes painted yellow by the guys here at Wraptor Customs. Stands out the vehicle, makes it look great. That would be something that I would do next. Next is the side skirts. Now, on these side skirts, are these carbon fibre or are these wrapped?
We do them in real carbon, but that one is a wrapped pretend carbon that looks convincingly real.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have known the difference. But yeah, okay, so you can either get real carbon fibre side skirts added, or you can wrap, because it's been so long since I've seen my F-Type. My F-Type has side skirts, I'm pretty sure, yeah, but they're in black. So is this just the original side skirt wrapped in carbon fibre, or are these added, do you know what I mean?
Well, there's actually a few different levels of side skirt for the F-Type. So you get one where this is completely missing, let's call it poverty spec without upsetting people. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then you get one which yours has probably got, which sticks out about half as much as this.
Fine, okay. So this is definitely more...
Yeah, this is more flared. So this is like a super flared one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. And then you've added obviously the Wraptor and the yellow streak on the side as well.
That's right.
Okay, fine. So yeah, you can get it wrapped carbon, which also is the wing mirrors. These are wrapped carbon, but these side blades, I suppose, as we call them, that's actually real carbon, isn't it?
Yeah, real carbon. This whole piece has been changed to look SVR style.
Yep.
But of course, from Jaguar, these were never real carbon, but this is, so it's a nice little touch.
Fine.
If you want to facelift your SVR or your R or your S or whatever you've got, really.
Next, and this is something that I have teased doing multiple times, and it's the trim round the window. Mine is chrome, most of my car is chrome in the accents, but yeah, you can get this de-chromed, which I think when I get my F-Type back, I will be doing, coming back here to get this de-chromed, and doing a few changes to my F-Type to just bring it a bit more to life, especially since there isn't long left while I've got it, if I keep it, whatever we decide to do. Okay, so obviously, there is one very big modification that this car has had, and it's to do with the colour, but before we get to that, is this. You've got the diffuser on the back as well. Now is this carbon fibre or?
Real handmade carbon.
Real handmade carbon. Brilliant. Okay, cool. But you could, if you had already got your diffuser on there, you could get it wrapped if you wanted to, like the side skirts. Or yes, in this case, it's real carbon fibre that you can get added to the back of your car, which just really sets it apart from other cars in the car park. I see quite a lot of F-Types. Do you see a lot of F-Types?
Me,
other than working here, do you see a lot of F-Types?
Out on the road, not that many.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cotswolds just spawns them.
Really?
Burford, and then no joke, Burford is the king of Cotswolds. Genuinely, I could go around Burford and show you where at least 3 F-types are.
So you got to make your F-type stand out from the rest.
Basically, yeah, or else everyone will think it's the same as the one they've just seen. So yeah, carbon fibre diffuser, that's something else that you could get quite easily. Right, and then the other modification that I think a lot of people probably have considered doing is wrapping the car, which is something else you can do down here at Wraptor Customs. So, in this case, this car is called the Mean Green Machine, which is a bit of a tongue twister. I've said it wrong multiple times. It's definitely not my first date. But yeah, there's a video on YouTube all about this car, and we'll go into a little bit more details about the tuning, because that's something else that you could do with your F-Type as well. But this has got a green wrap, yellow stripe in the middle, and then it's got the Wraptor designs on it as well. This wrap is around 2,500 including VAT-ish, just to give you an idea on cost. The next modification, and I've seen a few people do this before, is the seatbelt. This has got a custom seatbelt put in, which is a yellow seatbelt. Goes really nice with the blue paint on this SVR. So that is the first modification that you can do on the inside. But the other one, and this is something I spoke about recently on when I took the P450 out, and something I really enjoyed about the P450 was the steering wheel. This has a custom steering wheel on it. And then the last cosmetic thing is spacers. Now this one doesn't have it on, but you said you fit these all the time, and what was it, 20?
Yeah, on the F-tops, if you've got standard Jaguar wheels, we generally use 20mm front and rear axle, proper hub-centric quality, German-made, TUV approved spacers, not the cheaper alternatives that you can find on the internet, because it is a safety thing, so you do want to make sure they're installed properly.
Perfect. So you can get those, and then obviously you can do in terms of the stance as well and the suspension, you could lower that.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, I guess you could go as low as the customer wants it, but...
Yeah, I mean, this is lowered 35mm, which is kind of the maximum you want to go on an F-Type, really. A very popular one we do is a nominal 20mm, and it doesn't sort of compromise the ride or anything like that.
Fine, cool. Okay, so now we've gone through the cosmetic changes that you can make to the F-Type. There are obviously tuning packages that you can do as well. This one's a bit extreme, right? So this is pushing the most, I think, in the world, right? So this is like 700 horsepower.
Yeah,
plus.
When this was done, this made 702 horsepower, which was the record at the time, proven on a third-party dyno. Since then, we've hit like up to 720 on some cars. But that's like the biggest package we do, but there is a new package in development involving a massive supercharger. It's not ready yet, but I'm sure I'll shout about it when it is. For now, there's various different levels of tuning available for these cars depending on your desires and budget, from simple remaps to big coolers, supercharger pulley upgrades, exhausts, etc., that can get it to this kind of level. And it's all on the website, so you know, by all means, have a browse.
We'll put it in the description below. But yeah, let's say, I always find for me the problem is that I can't turn up, leave my car here, and then go home because I live miles away. So that would be really convenient. So if I turn up my F-Type, is there anything that you can do quickly to enhance the car and bring it up whilst I wait, basically?
I mean, yeah, we can do level 1 and even level 2 tunes while you wait.
Okay.
We also do like supercharger overhauls, servicing, gearbox servicing. There's quite a lot of stuff we do while people wait, and most of our customers are long distance because of the sort of specialist services and products that we offer.
Yeah, so. True. Okay, so what's a level 1 on an F-Type? Is this going to be far too particular? But if it's let's do V8 or V6.
I can do both if you like.
Okay, so V6 level 1, my car's currently 380 or 376.
Okay, yeah.
What does that level 1, what are you taking that to? Where are we going?
So it doesn't matter if you've got the 340 PS variant, the 380 PS variant,
which
like
is
yours,
the V6 or the V6S, or the 340 or the 380.
Well, there is a rare 400 as well.
I did drive, the first F-Type video I ever did was a 400 Sport, which is where I was like, I'm buying an F-Type because that's so much fun in that car.
Well, if you enjoy that kind of power level, and in fact a little bit more, the level 1 remap will do that. Typically 400 to 425 horsepower. Wow. Every car differs a little bit, but those are the typical results we get from a level 1 remap while you wait.
And the reliability with that, is that going to change anything in terms of the components in the car, in terms of like, should I be more concerned about flooring it or taking it, like, is there anything more that I should be doing alongside having that done? Or can I just carry on using the car exactly the same way that I would have been using it before?
So the tune itself is tried and tested and has been used countless times now, so we're very happy with it.
Fine.
There are other things you can do to look after your F-Type regardless. Like service it properly, let it warm up gradually before, you know, giving it the big one.
I think I'm quite good, I always do that, and I even try and get my missus to do it in a GTI, because it does sit the revs quite high until it calms itself down before you pull away. So I feel like I'm pretty good at those things, but so fundamentally I should be pretty okay with these level ones and stuff like that. I shouldn't be too
They're tried and tested, they're not pushing the cars beyond the limits. I know some people have the theory that, oh, it come perfect from factory, but that's not necessarily true. You see there's a lot of legislation due to like budget and European emissions and other things, which is why they come down-tuned from factory. Once it's in your ownership, it's up to you what you want to do with it. And
level 1 I can do while I wait. That'll take my V6 to around 425, which is probably a noticeable difference, to be honest.
Oh,
definitely going to see.
You'll know it,
I know. Okay, fine. And then, do you know the stats on a V8 level 1?
So
if you're looking at 550, if we look at, we'll shout them out, if we look at Mr. GB's car, this is 550. If he bought that here, what is he getting out of that?
This is, again, from factory. This is the modern way these manufacturers are making cars now. Rather than making a 2-litre car and a 2.5 and a 3-litre, they're using the same engines and they're just putting different levels of tune on there from factory. So whether you've got the low 450 model or the 550 or a 575, a tune on one of them things will get you to just over 600 horsepower.
Wow. Fine. So, and that is, I mean, from the 450, that's crazy, right? Yeah. You can pick a 450, and I've looked on Auto Trader. You can pick up a 450 for 39,000, which, if you're interested, is about the same price I bought my F-Type V6. So it's 4 years old, which is when I bought my car, and basically the depreciation of the F-Type has stayed the same. Interest rates and inflation, all that jazz. But fundamentally, 4 years on from when it was released, it is now the same price as my V6 was when I bought it. So, it's probably a good buy, personally. And then, I always think I want to try the 575, and I keep bugging Jaguar and Chapper JLR, if you're watching, please get me a 575 to drive. Everyone wants to see it, just give me one. But I could buy a 450, take it to 600, and I'm good to go. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, fine. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching this video. There will be more videos coming. Make sure you're subscribed. Dudley's got a channel as well, Wraptor Customs. Make sure you're subscribed to that as well. Since we shouted out Mr. GB, make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. More F-Type content from the V8, the V6, and then all the tuning stuff you get from Wraptor Customs. I'll catch up with everyone in a bit. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!